Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Look at me.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go now.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
In your face.
Shoot.
Third and long. It's Rudolph. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
47.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. First carry for James Conner. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, watch this. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check 37. Look, squeeze. Hey! 5.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Fair. No.
Here's Rudolph on play action. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 70 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for down apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they'll get it at just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 44.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Yo, go. Hey, exit.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
You better be defense.
On first and 10, Rudolph. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Hey, Zoo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Now.
Back to the air. Rudolph on second down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
X3, 218, chopper.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Here we go.
Whip. You're out.
Watch the whip. He's checking. Crash.
Go.
Baby, I got you.
Hey, rock it.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Double.
6-6, pull it high. Look at me, zipper. Hey, box drop.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Let's make the
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Tenth carry now for Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. Trot it. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Bravo!
Mike's by 4.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Yes!
Now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, Hey,
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on.
Hey!
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hit it!
On first down, it's Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Pilot, 64.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At their 49-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the 54. Here we go.
Shoot!
On second down, Samuels.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
You draw Parker. Gone. Hey, Haywood. Hey. Leo. Rock it. Check. Get it.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
There we go.
Check 55 to Mike. I'm here all day.
26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Just like that.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. There in a
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now first and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Rudolph. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Right there.
On second and 10, Rudolph. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Now. Hey, seam 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Watch 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you...
Hey, Sam off. We got to go.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it'll be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Go.
54. Mike 54.
Big grip.
Rudolph going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Here's Austin. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So they boost their advantage here in the 4th quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the 4th quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hustle.
Check. Watch 54.
Ready.
Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Go.
The Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now.
Rudolph on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Right there.
Go.
Right there. 54 Mike. Go.
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Yes.
Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Yo, faster.
54.
Hey, exit.
54.
Shoot.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Mike Bennett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Well, Prescott here to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Hey!
Watch twist.
Hey, Alpha.
Twist.
Let's go.
Throwing on second and long. Rudolph. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Ready to break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go.
One last throw here for Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a